everybody, and welcome to Heartofthemattetfarm. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll tell you what all we've been doing since my last video I posted. Oh, you did a nosedive in the sawdust. Alright, there's your water. Well, that doesn't mean you put water in there. Whoops. You're not supposed to fling out of my hand. And then your food, guys. Alright, guys. We'll put you underneath the heat then. Well, as you can see, it's clean back in this corner. We have the chimney all cleaned. We've got the wood stove clean. We are, got just about everything around clean. The paper won't be there once the fire starts, of course. Trying to get things cleaned up. Got the air conditioner out of the window, which is nice. No more air conditioners. It's nice. They're noisy, pain in the butt things. Anyhow, we are, I know it's September, but there's so much stuff to do on a farm to get it ready for winter. We are slowly working on that now. Getting things cleaned up, like in the house, getting things cleaned up around the heaters. So that way when they turn on, if they turn on, because the wood stove we mainly use, but we have to keep the oil furnace at a certain temperature so water don't freeze upstairs in the one bathroom, because it's connected to the thermostat down here, which is weird. Anywho, so going around making sure stuff's cleaned up around the heaters. We've got that, it's the hot water heater. It's it's an oil furnace, but yeah. Anyhow, so this is, most of our heaters are like this. So we got to get stuff cleaned out from around there, and also outside the barns, picking everything up, taking care of the dang weeds in the garden, since I grew more weeds than anything in the garden this year. Yeah. Anyhow, so chopping them down, trying to find some plastic to put on to kind of kill the weeds off and keep them from growing until I'm ready next year. Yeah. The 16th or 17th, bucks are getting moved out from the does. Then in October, Chestnut will be going in with 8 girls. So, yeah. But trying to get things outside taken care of. I can't quite put all the plastic and stuff up on the windows yet for the barns because everything still needs airflow. It's still a little bit too warm for that, but I can get everything else picked up that should not be outside for when it gets colder. And so that way we don't have to do it later. So it's a never-ending job here on a farm. This little wood stove, it heats the house pretty good, so we like it. We can put 24-inch logs in there. and decent size too. It doesn't look like it, but it's a great little German stove. I can tell you that much. I'm trying to get things cleaned up here in the house. The weekend, the kids just kind of threw everything all over the place. So I'm trying to catch up on all that. They did help on Saturday getting some of the stuff cleaned up. So I'm thankful for that. But thankful they're back in school so they're not fighting and arguing with each other as much as what they was. So yeah, rebred Ginger Snap. She was not pregnant when I talked to the lady that we got her from. She did not see the she saw them, but she, mating, but it wasn't there's certain things you gotta look for when you're breeding rabbits, and she did not see that. So Friday we decided to put Twizzler in with Ginger Snap. And it's so funny because Twizzler is like half the size as Ginger Snap. And he got her 2 or 3 times. So we'll see, because I've heard that at a certain age, rabbits can go sterile. So he's 5 years old. He's never bred. So I don't know. I was a little bit worried that he may have a heart attack with never being bred, breeding and being as old as he is. But he's still out there. So we will be breeding him, possibly with Daisy in December, I think is when it is that we're going to do. So that way we have babies ready for Easter time. So yeah. We will have, I figured out yesterday, I sat down and figured out the 8 that are in with Chestnut, and 5 in with Chestnut, 3 in with Olaf. Only 2 I have not seen gotten bred yet, but that doesn't mean they're not bred. So they're the 2 that I will be guessing on. But we will have mostly January babies, which is nice. Trying to think the earliest. I gotta go and get on the computer. Now, if you see a mess behind me like that and on my floor, it's because I'm cleaning things up. So, anyhow, I know the latest that they can go is February 14th, so Valentine's babies. That is by going by the day I'm pulling them out, in case they got bred that day that I pull them out. So that's how I like to do it, is I go by the day that I put them in to the day that I pull them out. Because you never know, they could have gotten bred that last day that I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull you out today, and they could have gotten bred that day. So computer's being slow. I have old computers, old systems. So yeah, and also I like keeping them in for that whole month in case they did not take the first time they came into heat. So that way they can take the second time they come into heat. So slow computers, I tell you. Oh my word. Moving a little faster than what I thought it would today. Alrighty. So, the earliest we can have babies is January 16th. We will have possibly 2 for sure on the 16th. 3, well, I shouldn't say for sure, but the possibility, because I seen the bucks doing their deed, would be January 16th. Would be 2. The other 3 are the 21st of January, and 1 is the 27th of January. And then the other 2, I don't know, and that is Lucy and Rosie. Or wait, no. Actually, it should be Nicole. Possibly. I don't know. But I have Nicole down on my phone. Anyhow. So I have that. And then out of all the 16 that I am breeding this year, only 3 are going to be bred to Olaf. There is a reason for that. There would be 4, but we want to see how Chestnut does with Oreo. I may change it around, and some of the ones in this other group may get bred to Olaf. But as of right now, I think I'm going to do them all with Chestnut. I'm not sure. There's one that I could have bred to Olaf, even though he's his, daughter, so it doesn't matter. I will breed daughters back to dad. I don't, that's the farthest I will go back. That's not a problem for me to do that. But the one, which is Naomi is her daughter. Her mom was from a place that was brother breeding sister, mom, and all that for so many years that I think there's so much line breeding, and some people call it inbreeding. It is, but it's also called line breeding because you're trying to get that good genetics and all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, that I think is just too much, that when I breed her back to Olaf, her babies are just too small. She's good, and her babies are nice size when they're born, but when they hit a certain weight at a certain age, it just seems like they stop growing and won't grow anymore. So yeah. And this last year, I told her, this is your last year. If you don't throw me a good kid, a decent sized kid, you're going down the road. I'm doing it again this year. She is bred to Chestnut again. She's with Chestnut, I should say. So she did throw a really nice buck last year. He was really nice size. But she gets pushed out quite a bit, and she doesn't bounce back, means she doesn't put the weight on the way she should after she kids. So this may be her last year. I'm going to watch her and see how she does. If she still doesn't bounce back again this year, after this kidding, then there's a good possibility she's going to go down the road. I may sell her for a breeder, or I may take her down to the stock sale. I'm not sure yet. So I do have 5 extra does that how many I wanted. I had it figured out. I only need 20, and I have 25 does. So it gives me the flexible of who to get rid of next year if I need to get rid of anybody. I have that flexibility. So yeah. But all right, I need to get back to doing stuff. I have dishes to do I really don't feel like doing. I gotta fold clothes, and I gotta finish sweeping up the floor. I really don't feel like doing it, but I gotta get done. So I'm gonna get my butt in gear and get these dishes done and get stuff folded and the floor as well. Get my pile cleaned up. So, all right. One of these days I'll get back to doing the milking videos. It's just I got babies on 2 of them, and I gotta so it's not really much milking that I'm doing right now, and I will be drying them off here soon anyways. Once the babies are old enough to be kicked off, I'll probably be drying them off. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you updated. Have a good day, stay safe, stay cool or warm, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye everybody.